The most important astrology transit of 2024, and probably all of human history, is now. Here's what I mean. As you can see here, here's the chart for today, February 20th, 2024, overnight, so earlier this morning, created for New York City. And of all this noise, of all this astrological transiting move, of all this stuff that's moving in the solar system, what I want to focus on, what I want to concentrate on is right here. This is the north node of Saturn and the north node of Pluto. Now, these 2 points, the lunar nodes, not the lunar nodes, the nodes of any planet represent the path of the planet's orbit intercepting the path of the ecliptics, the plane of the ecliptic. And so just like the lunar nodes, it represents the plane of that intersection point. And so those nodes represent, the north node represents a destiny point, like a future progress point, and the south node represents a history, a soul's past kind of place that we're leaving. In Chinese astrology, it's called the head of the dragon for the north node and the tail of the dragon for the south node, which is about the direction that we're flying through time and space, right? It's all metaphorical when you get into the esoteric. So this morning, the north node of Saturn, which I wonder if we can zoom in here. Here we go. The north node of Saturn, here at 19 degrees, 44 minutes of Cancer, transited over the north node of Pluto at 19 degrees, 44 minutes of Cancer, same point. They were conjoined for a few hours, and now they're off by a couple minutes. But what is important about this, and the reason this is significant, is based on what the planets represent, right? Saturn is structure, boundaries, limitations, regulations, these kinds of things. So Saturn's north node is about the direction of change of form, structure, understanding. And at the larger time scale, it's about the changes in form, structure, and how life itself operates at the 3D level. Pluto is about generational change through, on one side, decay and destruction, and on the other side, it's about clearing away of what holds us back. So the north node of Pluto is about the evolution of growth and development of consciousness itself in the solar system. And so when these two north nodes are right on top of each other, it's and this is a big idea, right? It's noticing that the understanding of the essence of the purpose for three-dimensional life itself is changing. It's a pretty big deal, right? So that's the most important astrological transit of 2024, and it's probably the most important astrological transit of our lifetimes. It's probably the most important astrological transit of recorded human history, considering that these transits happen, these points move so slowly, right? Saturn's north node moves about 10 degrees in 1,000 years, or that's what it looked like it moved when I calculated. So let me see if I can just calculate this real quick. So 1024. This is before London Bridge fell down, right? So this is way long ago. Saturn, here it is. Saturn's north node's at 10 degrees, 15 minutes. And Pluto's north node is at 6 degrees. So apparently Pluto's north node moves a little faster. But it looks like these are really big time scales, right? So remember, astrology is all cycles within cycles. So Saturn's north node moved about 10 degrees in 1,000 years, and Pluto's north node moved about 14 degrees in 1,000 years, 13 to 14 degrees. If we move ahead 1,000 years, 3024, we move over here and we see that the Saturn North Node has moved ahead from 19 to 29 degrees, so 10 degrees ahead, and Pluto's North Node moved to 3 degrees of Leo, so about 14 degrees ahead of where it is now. So it takes like 90,000 years for Saturn's North Node to go all the way around the zodiac. According to this, it would be a little bit less for Pluto's North Node to go around. But for them to conjoin, for Saturn and Pluto to pass each other, Pluto's going to move faster, according to this, which is counterintuitive because Pluto's farther out. But Pluto's going to move farther. Pluto's North Node is going to move faster based on these 2,000 years that we're right in the middle of. Pluto's North Node is going to move faster. So, but it's still only 4 degrees apart 1,000 years ago or 1,000 years into the future. So like 4 degrees apart, 4 degrees of separation, that turns into 90,000 years? Or is it more? I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me in the comments if you have some thoughts about this, but we're talking about a lot of, a gigantic shift in how transformation materializes in time and space. Big idea to try to put down into basic English words, right? So I'll say it again. What this transit that happened this morning means to me is that the understanding of the essence of the purpose for three-dimensional life itself is changing. So breathe. What can we do with that? So with that, I wish you an easy journey. And let me see if I can stop the screen recording. Yes, with that, I wish you an easy journey through this transitional phase. And if you have any questions, ping me at the comments below or joshuablattman.substack.com to read my astrology digest, get my astrology updates, or reach out to me directly. You can also follow me on YouTube at the handle here. Cool. Peace.